It's home to the Alamo and the Spurs, San Antonio, Texas, as we bring you an interconference rivalry here at the AT&T Center. First game of this trip here for the Hornets. They're hoping to start it off with a W. Well, following the game plan, that's pretty much been the story for what's been a nice push through this midway point of the season for them.
It seems like it's all coming together, guys. The coaching staff has gotten through to the players. Everybody is buying in, and it's a wonderful thing when the entire roster is on the same page.
It sure is, Greg. I mean, you've been on teams like that where everything is running smoothly. We knew that was the potential of this team, but they're living up to it and performing at a remarkably high level.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Freak in at point guard. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Jones. Then there's Al Jefferson. And it's Fournier in at the two-guard spot. Here's Ginobili after the basket by Charlotte. He dishes it to Leonard. Aldridge a screen. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Kidd-Gilchrist. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from the wing. And the jumper is on the mark.
Style and grace from Kawhi Leonard on that one.
Here's Freak. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Leonard with the steal. Here's Ginobili, and it's blocked. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And that one's good.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Leonard. He's coming off a 16-point game against Washington.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
And the Spurs with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Here's Duncan. Hornets with the rebound. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
And that last one came right down to the wire. The difference for me being the impact they got from their bench.
Really such a security blanket, Greg, when you can count on that second unit to step in and provide key minutes, especially when the game is in doubt.
And here is Aldridge following the three-pointer by Freak.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
From past the arc, it's hauled in by Ginobili.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Leonard, no luck. The Hornets on offense. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. They get it back. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Jones has got his first points of the night.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Kidd-Gilchrist. Leonard with the steal. Ginobili kicks to Parker. Pass to Duncan. Manu Ginobili on the wing. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, earlier I had a chance to speak with Greg Popovich. I asked him what their focal point would be defensively, and he said that Al Jefferson is at the top of their scouting report. With his smooth, low-post repertoire and mid-range shooting touch, he can put up points in a hurry. He said they'll try to steer him to his left hand as much as possible and just hope for the best. Kevin, we'll see if they can force him into a tough night.
Thanks again, Doris. Hornets leading by 6. Batum with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Batum. And 11 points for Freak.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Stoudemire gets it to go.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Now here's Freak, covered by Parker. And it's Freak missing.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Here's Freak. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And that one's good. Freak.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here's Parker. His last outing, he had 18 points. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And it's Freak missing. Spurs trail by 7. Parker passes to West. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Parker drives in, and the layup's good off the glass.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Good.
Come on now.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
The Spurs have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Stoudemire setting the pick for Parker. Puts up a 3, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Wow, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
Well, that has been his shot today. No ifs, ands, or buts about
it. Peyton. New group here. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Stoudemire. Diaw comes in for David West. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Patty Mills. On the court for Charlotte, Freak, he's in at point guard. Jefferson is out there with Terrence Jones. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and it's Fournier in at the 2. Now here's Freak. Diaw missing his last shot. Wasted no time on that one. 22 points for Freak.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Now here's Ginobili. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Washington. Here's Freak. And there's another one for the Hornets.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something, you're right. Parker kicks to Diaw. Shot clock at 6. Parker drives in, and Jones sends it back. Now here's Freak. Aldridge is covering, and a wide open look for Freak. And another 3 for Charlotte. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hornets.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Now here's Freak. Diaw missing his last shot. Here's Freak, and that one is stuffed right through.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Greg. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling away.
Here we go, San Antonio, please.
And the Hornets making a change here. Hairston's checked in.
All right, fans, one more time. Keep it going for your Silver Dancers.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Shot to stop the drought. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat was simply terrific. He finished with 57 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
So it's the Hornets now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Ginobili with the ball. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Aldridge kicks to Ginobili. Off target from outside. Hornets leading by 6. Launches a three, and he knocks it down. Good-looking three there from Freak. Freak's got 13 points now in the quarter.
They are wreaking havoc on him with the three-point shot here.
The defense has no answer right now. Even when they've gotten a hand up, it has not seemed to matter. The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Some solid defense from Aldridge. The Spurs have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Here's Green. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Green's got his second bucket tonight.
What a pass by the fearless Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
Soft touch off the glass. 34 points for Freak.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Diaw, the screen. Parker kicks to Diaw. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers.
And so that's the end of the first.
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Just absolute domination in this one for Freak. 34 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is pouring it in from 3, guys. You know how much I love to see guys knocking down buckets.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for San Antonio, Manu and Kawhi filling out the perimeter. Aldridge out there with Duncan. And it's Parker in at the point. Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. Shot clock at 6. Releases. Not going to go as it bounces high off the rim. Spurs trail by 4. Outside Aldridge. No good on the 3. Charlotte shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. From deep. Kept alive by Charlotte. Charlotte, their last game, a win against Miami.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Leonard with no one around. Great look, but off the mark. Now here's Freak, covered by Parker. Jones dishes to Freak, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Launches it. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And Parker, here we go. It's stolen by Jones. From deep three-point range, offensive rebound, Kid Gilchrist. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Ginobili the pass to Parker. Second chance shot. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done. Good call.
The Spurs making a switch here. Stoudemire's checked in.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that. Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Freak with it. He's picked up by Parker. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Ginobili kicks to Stoudemire. Aldridge against Jones. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from LaMarcus Aldridge. The Hornets have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Jones up top. Hairston kicks to Freak. From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Freak's got 39.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Parker outside, kicks it to Leonard. The Hornets pull it in. Freak's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Shoots. He drains the quick shot. And now it's an 8-point Hornets lead.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Here we go, San Antonio.
A different look now for San Antonio. David West, he's checked in for... Hornets leading by 12. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Freak in at shooting guard. Batum is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then there's Elfrid Payton, and it's Kaminsky in at the 5.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Feeds it to Aldridge. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board. And his length doesn't hurt either.
And here's Mills. And the foul called on Freak. Tony Parker's checked in for Patty Mills. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Fournier is checked in for Elfrid Payton. Parker kicks to Duncan, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists in the game. Charlotte leading by 11. Just over a minute played here in the 4th, and the basket good.
Well, he scored over half of their points so far. That's a major contribution.
Inside.
That's the wall.
No luck. And Charlotte will come the other way. Now Freak jacks up a 3. Rebound by Parker.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Screen by Duncan. And here's Leonard from 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Now here's Freak. They set the screen. The 3. The rebound by the Spurs. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound in this one. Parker with it. Out defended by Freak. Outside Leonard. Duncan with the screen for Leonard. Passes it to Aldridge. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Kawhi Leonard. Launches a 3. And the Hornets miss again.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, we can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Screen by Duncan. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Green. Aldridge drives in. No good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Here's Freak. It's good from long range. Freak's got 49 points in the game.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
Thanks a lot, Doris. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Daniel Green. Charlotte also making some changes. Jefferson comes in for Kaminsky, and Jones subbed in for Nicholas Batum.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And both free throws good from Freak. Spurs trail by 14. Parker outside. Here's Aldridge. San Antonio again missing.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by.
Here with the lead, they'd really like to finish this team off. But they just haven't knocked down the three-pointers at the same percentage that they did in the first half here in the second. So we'll see what happens going forward.
Nobody near Parker. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. 12 points for Parker.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Aldridge with a screen on Jones. Back to Aldridge. Hits the front of the rim and out. Hornets leading by 11. There's 1:26 left in the fourth.
Move the ball. Stick it to
Screen by Jefferson. From deep. And that one's good. Freak. Freak's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Wow. What can you say?
Ginobili outside. He kicks to Aldridge. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's on Al Jefferson.
We've seen LaMarcus Aldridge getting it done. 19 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And was it a good one? Really, one of their highlights of the game defensively.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Charlotte.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
I tell you what, Greg, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Freak. And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
The tray. The rebound by the Spurs. Here's Parker. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
Just an unreal.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.